So, George, what do you think? I feel that we just need to be more aware of all this. Look, I can't go from here to there without slipping. Look at all this clutter.
Maggie has been on my case for years about cleaning up my den.
But now there's an especially good reason to prevent falls.
When I was recovering from my broken hip, my therapist gave me a checklist of things we can do around the house to make things easier for me to get around. And since I was using the walker, it helped a lot.
And I found that the changes we made around the house made it easier for me to get around and do things too. And I felt safer for the both of us. As they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Julia and James came by and helped us. We went from room to room and went down the checklist that we got from Kaiser Permanente.
I think we should start here,
Okay.
because we're in this room and we can start working on picking up some of the stuff around here. What do you think?
Yeah, so we're going to start.
That's a good idea.
Let's start picking.
The first thing we did was to pick up and fix all those things that we can slip on or trip over, like throw rugs, extension cords, and all that clutter.
Careful on this side. How's that?
Okay, wait.
Right there?
Nice, yes.
Just putting a cushion on chairs raises them up just enough so it's easier to sit down and stand up.
And whoever said that seniors belong in rockers was off his rocker. Since rockers move back and forth, they don't give you something stable to hang on to. So we replaced our rocker with a good solid chair. A little
Back.
bit to your right, a little bit. There.
Huh?
Yeah.
We put a chair in our dressing area so that we wouldn't have to stand when we get dressed. Sitting on that chair sure did make putting my pants on a lot easier. Julia helped us install some extra lighting in some dark places around the house.
We also put in night lights so we can see where we're going when we get up in the middle of the night.
Julia also put tape on the edges of the steps in front of our house. The tape on the edges really helps me see the steps clearly.
We also went through all my kitchen cabinets. Oh, I have to get my step ladder.
No, that's so dangerous. Why don't we, let's move the cups down to the bottom shelf, and these plates that you don't use very often, let's move these to the top shelf.
We put the things that I use the most in places where I can get at them easily.
Oh, nice.
Much better.
Now let's go look at your pots and pans.
Okay.
And we have a mop handy to clean up any spills that happen. Nothing worse than a wet floor.
We also got a little rack for our dog bowls. This makes it easier for us to change her food and water.
We don't need those instructions, just find a stud and put it on.
Well, no, it's not that simple. Look, it says right here, the best way to do is put it at an angle like that, which is great because then it can...
Installing these grab bars was Maggie's idea.
Well, I've been reading that the bathroom is one of the most common places for people to fall. George was resistant at first.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to make it look like old people lived here. And I hate putting holes in the walls.
I pointed out that you're seeing grab bars in bathrooms just about everywhere these days. They're not just for seniors. It's really nice to have something to hold on to when you're using the bathroom or getting in and out of the bathtub and shower.
We put a non-skid mat in the bathtub. We also got a bath bench and a handheld shower.
So, what do you think? Isn't this nice?
I think I can make this work.
Of course you will. Everything's neat and tidy, and you'll be able to find things easily.
Look, we can get this for you.
Oh, yes.
It would help you a lot.
That's right. It's amazing all the things that are out there these days that can help make getting around and doing tasks so much easier. Furniture risers, reachers, emergency call buttons, motion detector light switches. I don't think we'll need some of those things right away, but it's something to be aware of when the time comes.
We've also been talking about doing some remodeling, like updating our toilets to the new lower water models. I found out that some toilets have higher seats, which makes it easier getting up and down.
We'll definitely get some of those when we're ready to replace our old toilets, which will be soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we got the call about Dad's fall, we were really upset. Of course, we canceled our vacation. But we were more concerned about the long-term impact that his fall would have on Dad and Mom and, frankly, on us.
They've always been very active and independent. And now that they're retired and in a position to really enjoy life, it'd be awful to have a fall take all of that away.
We're glad that they've recognized that it's up to them to take charge and do what they need to do to minimize their risk of falling.
And it's great to see them staying active and exercising regularly.
It's good to see them out socializing with other people. They're even thinking of getting out on Friday nights and dancing with their friends.
And they're staying on top of all their other medical issues, like taking calcium and vitamin D supplements. This helps them stay healthy and reduces their risk of falls.
And the things they've done around the house make a lot of sense, from installing grab bars to rearranging furniture and cleaning up. It's made a big difference.
We know there are no guarantees, but we all feel a lot better knowing they've done everything they can to keep on enjoying life and each other.
Beautiful, Mom.
Hey, it's good.
Dinner's almost ready.
Oh, great. Can I help?
Silverware here.
What about napkins?
Okay.